Alright, now we're on Yuri's route. I was actually told that Yuri's route isn't as good as the other routes. Or frankly, any of the routes basically. So I might be doing a lot of more cuts here and there, and also, Yuri's like not my most favorite character in this game. I think I prefer the other three over, so this will be an interesting experience. This will be easy. Never mind. Oh my god. Broken. Uncontrollable. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting into it. Yes. 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 What the? Yes. Okay, we got this. Easy. And the others are just whatever. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the pages feel like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might sound silly though. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head. I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth but ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of running experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. They're just specific. Yeah, we know that. Yours was impressive too. Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Frisk. Me too. Great job, Frisk. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It was really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not really fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, by allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuisances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. That's key. You're right, I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, You're seriously a talented writer. It's no secret I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my mind. So Yuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Yeah. On her way out, she crumples the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hand while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit down in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me right now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Frisk. You're too kind. Anyway, I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I never would do anything so shameful. So, what did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Making up for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Alright. I got this. Just choose the most. Oh, okay, never mind. Just choose the most. What do you call it? The most the most complicated words. Easy. Okay. What the hell? I've never seen half of these words. Existence. Yeah. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed Yuri is reading a different book than the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. And if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Once in the hallway, she puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that, Yuri? Something about the way she said it. It made me felt so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to just judge people like that. Frisk. How come even when I do something bad, you're still being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop her. I apprehensively put the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did you just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Brisk. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. You're just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, then. You don't need to stop or anything. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with an expression on her face. Do you like it? Risk. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your closest friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express it the way it feels, or more to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why don't you keep it to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Frisk? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everybody has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Frisk. That's exaggerating a bit. That's just how I feel. I never thought I would be so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Yuri's head over heels for this cryptic nonsense, but I can see through the bullshit. Huh. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or while she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get get much personal conversations out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying that. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Or whatever. Oh my god. After image. Okay, there we go. Let's get it. Okay. We're getting it. Oh, whatever. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her books. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach someone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't so hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would just prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really anything of a big deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Well, she seemed a bit off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit anything to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Frisk. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? Hmm, I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerism on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today. Also, I feel concerned for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. As you, being honest and caring, many uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not as nearly sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Frisk, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I really can feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think this ever came to me naturally. Yuri, that's one way to put it. This never did come to me naturally. I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You've really been the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got a chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you got so good at mentioning at something you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Frisk, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You can say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so amazing and inspiring people you really just want to fall in love with, or people you know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mystery of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Frisk. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you, and I really understood what I was missing out all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Frisk. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. So that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I enjoyed this club thinking hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But at this time she's smiling and she doesn't. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I will be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. You can, the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. But she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting a hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she's having a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all the time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? Alright, so this part is like normal. Yeah, all these scenes are like normal so far. And of course it's Monica again. Finally, the day of the festival. My mind lingers to Yuri, the time we spent reading together, the moment we shared, even we worked together for the festival over the weekend. It just hits me how much I had enjoyed spending time with her. She was so quiet, and yet when she got passionate about it, it was something endearing. Uh, but she's cute. I chuckle with a goofy grin on my face, feeling a bit silly at my own musings that as I near school, my head swims with possibilities of the day and the festival ahead. She catches me surveying into the sweets and shoots me a look that says, "I'll bite your hand off if you bite into one of those." Holy fuck! Thank you, Frisk. Really, that means a lot to me. Is your poem preparation going well? The worry creeps back into a lump in my throat. I sure hope so. I practiced a lot, and I'd like to think I did all I could to prepare, but the doubt never really goes away with this sort of thing, does it? I performed my poem. A couple stumbles here and there, but I think it was solid overall for my level anyway. I get a modest round of applause to validate my effort, but the smiles from my friends in the literature club really solidified it. Alright. The audience is silent at first, but I could hardly blame them for how stunned I myself feel. I'm the fastest to recover as I stand up and begin clapping the other club members, soon following suit than the rest of the audience. Even a standing ovation didn't cut it in my opinion, but that's the least we could offer. Estelle, then you and Yuri can set off to explore the rest of the festival together while we clean up. I hope you enjoy yourself. I think that would be fun too. You don't mind accompanying me, do you? Oh, not at all. Why would I? I get flustered. I can tell my flustered stare only amuses Monica further. I'm torn between waiting to thank her and waiting to become invisible. Yuri and I make it to the doorway of the classroom before she stops and turns to me. Is she blushing? What's up? I would hate to lose you in these crowded holes. They don't seem like crap. I stop myself to look down and realize Yuri is stretching out her hand, blushing furiously and avoiding eye contact. I'm pretty sure I can make out what sounds like Sayori giggling in the background at my ineptitude. Of course, Yuri and I had our closing moment before this, but I can't afford to think here too long. Yuri and I returned to a club room that is empty, much to our surprise. The festival was over, and I had to come back expecting to help everyone finish cleaning up, but it looks like the majority of the work has already been finished. Everyone else gone home already? I catch sight of a note laying on the nearby desk. I pick it up and it's from Monica. I look back at Yuri, who seems just as surprised as I am. With a shrug, I read out the note out loud. Dear Yuri and Frisk, we hope that you two were able to enjoy your afternoon together. Don't worry about us. We just had all things we needed to take care of at home. Sorry to leave you on such a short notice. P.S. While you're here, if you don't mind taking down your decorations. So, was this just Monica getting us to help clean up in the end anyway? Well, I don't mind it. It's the least we can do after getting to enjoy the festival. I had a lot of fun with you today. Yuri smiles, but seems genuinely flustered by the compliment. Oh, and I had a lot of fun with you as well. Thank you for... Her face takes on a shade of crimson. For accompanying me. I can feel the color of my face mimicking hers. Anytime. That's the best I can do. Come on. There's more I wanted to say. Damn it. Say, Yuri, why do I have to be tripping on my words now? Yuri gazes soft but attentive. She waits for me to finish. I think back on earlier today, what the hell was that? The chance we got to spend time together. I only realize now its magnitude. The strikingly timid Yuri of all people. Sure felt like we were set up by the rest of the club, but it still takes immense courage to follow through. I can't imagine how straining it must have been for Yuri to put herself out like that. I owe her at least that much in return. I would like to spend more time with you, as more than... I would love that first. Thump. My heartbeat is racing. We draw closer, as if on instinct. We say nothing yet, and we fall into each other's breaths. Time still stands. In this moment, everything just feels right. For a second, the only thing in the world that matters is the two of us. But thump. I didn't even know how long we held the hug, but it wasn't important. We begrudgingly broke from each other's arms and faced the other once more. Another moment of silence. But it doesn't feel awkward. We understand each other. Nothing more needs to be said. It's the day after the festival. Honestly, I barely remember how or when I fell asleep, but I somehow dragged myself back to school. I think the lesson is chemistry, huh? I could get away for sleeping for just a little bit. Wait, something just hit my head, I think. It takes a moment for me to locate the offending object laying next to me on the leg of my chair, a crumpled paper. Amazing. I unwrapped the note, squinting to make out the scroll. Meet me outside after class. That's it, really? While I'm tempted to toss it back in the general direction, something keeps me holding it, and I have a feeling it shouldn't be ignored. Hey, you actually showed up. What's that supposed to mean? Well, how many times have people actually listened to notes that randomly hit them in the back of their head? Well, I was curious, so tell me, why did you bring me here? The guy puts a diplomatic smile, like he's trying to make some kind of deal. There's no easy way for me to say this, but you shouldn't be dating Yuri. Huh? Wait, what do you mean? I mean, aside from the fact that we aren't even... He raises his hand in an I know gesture. Look, I'm just saying, it would be in your best interest to not get caught up with her. So people saw you at the festival, and well, he shrugged. Over Yuri, literally anybody else is a better choice. There have been, incidents. Yeah, incidents. Oh god, first choice, first choice, first choice, first choice. Everybody calm down. You're a coward. I just can't keep quiet. You're a coward, you know that? He blinks, caught way off guard. Excuse me? I stare at my tie. I didn't need you, or even what you to tell me who I can or can't be with. And to think you try to do this all behind her back. I don't want any of what you're selling. I sling my bag over my shoulder, leaving him slack-jawed. My mind races. Why would he care about us? What did Yuri even do? Who the hell does he think he is? Natsuki struts in beside me, a bulky magazine folded up under her arm. I should ask her about Yuri. Despite their vitriol, they do seem to be tolerating each other a little better lately. It wouldn't hurt to ask Natsuki has heard anything, even if it's unlikely for her to know to know about what happened. Hey Natsuki, can I talk to you outside for a second? Sayori and Monica both give me a look of confusion, but I shake my head slightly as I duck outside. A few seconds later, Natsuki walks out into the hall again. Geez, what the heck is this about? Natsuki abruptly stops, seeing the expression on my face. You look kind of worried. What's wrong? I didn't bother being coy. I tell her everything. Some guy told me after class that I said I should keep away from Yuri for my own sake. Actually, what's this even about? How can anyone say that about her? Natsuki chews on the bottom of her lip, staring at some point on the floor. I guess you finally heard Chris. Chris? What? Rumors about Yuri show up from time to time, yeah. But you know, that's all they are, right? Just rumors. You don't know anything else about them. What are these rumors about anyway? The guy who mentioned them was pretty vague. It doesn't matter what the rumors are, Frisk. Like, I've gone to school long enough to know that rumors never end up being true anyway. Why should it be different to you? They're not super widespread rumors anyway. If they were, I guess Monica would have probably heard about it and done something by now, or maybe she already tried and it didn't work, but you got my point, right? Yuri probably wouldn't want you to get involved in any of those rumors anyway. Natsuki raises her eyebrow to me. She really likes you, you know? I feel myself turning a little pink. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. Okay, everyone, it's time to share poems. Oh my. I think you know about Yuri and I, right? Sorry, Lord's looking me over attentively. Yeah, well, it's like there have been rumors. I mean, somebody told me to stay away from Yuri. Sorry, seems to have the same reaction I did, confused and worried. That means I know, but what can I do? He didn't even tell me any of the what. He didn't even tell me the why of it. Okay, Sorry gives me a tiny nod. I figured Natsuki might know about why she's so insulated, but she beats around the bush too. Did you know? I don't. Sorry, Frisk. I reach over and prod her cheek, causing her to yelp. Don't worry about it. It's my problem to deal with, okay? She shakes her head, hefting her backpack. Frisk, yeah? I need you to understand that I'm here for you. We're here for you. I know. But I feel like you're only holding back because you don't trust us. Sayori appears at me, her bubbly expression replaced by a serious demeanor. Well, if you have ideas, I'm welcome to hear them. Sayori nods, pushing the tip of her fingers together. Why didn't you invite her out? Then you can talk about it there. I was planning to, yeah. She clapped her hands together, nodding. That should work. Just make sure you take her someplace nice. Sayori comes to an abrupt halt, eyes wide. While I'm looking around for whatever caused the reaction, she nudges me forward. It's Yuri. This is your chance. It is indeed Yuri, leaning on the street corner, waiting for me. Maybe. I can only hope. I brush my teeth in front of my blazer, mouth suddenly gone dry. Sayori nudges me forward. Go on, this is what you planned, isn't it? I stumble forward, rehearsing a greeting as Yuri returns to me. Hi there. We say at the same time. If I could sink into the ground right now, I would. At the very least, Yuri looks at me just as embarrassed. Sayori told me you passed this way. I glance quickly over my shoulder. The woman in question has already fled the scene, just as always, I guess. Well, I'm here now, at least. Do you want to get going? Yuri nods quickly and we quickly fall in step to one another. I clear my throat, nervous. And one more thing. Oh, you're still okay with our date after school? Oh, yes, definitely. Yuri perks up, suddenly on edge. Oh, that's great. Meet me back here? Yuri nods, quickly, grinning still. I should head to class soon. Right. She strolls off, leaving me to get to my own class. In the end, it didn't take much more than Yuri and I are on a date to excuse us from the literature club and for Yuri to turn into an interesting shade of burgundy. What? You didn't have to do that, Frisk. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to just buzz it off without any warning. Yuri's nods, smiling faintly. Anyway, the bookstore is really close. You might have already been there, actually. Well, maybe, but not accompanied. I smile in spite of myself, nudging her with my shoulder. So, here we are. Yuri looks over me, struggling to make eye contact. Yes, we are. She looks as nervous as I am, if not more. Now, what do I even do here? People go to the bookstores to shop for books, right? But where do I even start? I guess it's easy enough to browse through stuff and see if anything looks interesting. You like horror, right, Yuri? Yuri peeks over at me again and nods her head. That is correct, I do enjoy horror. Would you like to look through the horror aisle then? The nervous expression on Yuri's face returns. Only if you want to. I don't think Yuri completely got what I was driving at, but it doesn't matter. We make our way through the horror aisle of books. I freeze up once we do. Man, now what? I know nothing about books. Yuri is basically an expert. So what am I supposed to do that won't make me look like an idiot? From now, I glance over the various titles. If nothing else, at least I can admire the well-drawn cover art. Have you found a book you're interested in, Frisk? Yuri catches me off guard. I make a small jump backwards. I was just eyeing. I grab the nearest book next to me, not taking enough time to actually check what it is. At the Mountain of Madness. Yeah, I mean, the cover art looks pretty cool. I think the empty snowy landscape makes you feel a little bit of dread, see? Uh-huh. I should have told you I always go here so you could have picked a different location. I can't even go without ruining our first date. Yuri's face falls even further. No, it's not ruined. The location isn't what matters. I still enjoy being with you even though I know nothing about books. Really? Yuri perks up a bit. Yeah, I'm on a date to spend time with you. Sure, it's unfortunate that I picked a bookstore where there's no books you haven't already passed on, but who cares? There's nothing gonna stop me from appreciating being with you. We even talked earlier about how this might happen and that I was fully prepared for it. Besides, I never even told you the specific location of where our date would be anyway. You have no reason to blame yourself. Oh, well, if that's how you feel. Thank you, Frisk. After quickly purchasing the book, there we go. We move to another nearby table and sit down next to each other. Should we read together again? Maybe later. But I wanted to talk for a first bit. I see, that's understandable. So how have you been? I've been well enough. The awkward silence from before returns with a vengeance. Yuri lays her head down on the table, resting on top of her crossed arms. What am I supposed to do, Frisk? I have no idea how dates are supposed to work. All I'm doing is wasting your time. No, not at all. Like I said, just being next to you is great. Words aren't always everything. Yuri seems a bit calmer after that comment. I suppose so. I decided to change the subject. So I know you're into poetry, but have you ever tried writing your own book? Well, I've dabbled in writing fiction, I suppose. But publishing a book would require me to share my work, and well, nobody wants to read that. Come on, Yuri. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. It's true though. Please, your poetry is incredible, so I bet if you tried writing a full-fledged book, it would be amazing. Oh, let's just appreciate this bookstore real quick. It's actually really well made. I'm not sure if you can make the comparison that easily. Writing poetry is much different than writing a traditional story. Dealing with a narrative structure, having to develop interesting characters, and all the other facets of writing, that type of writing, is a huge undertaking. It's difficult for reasons other than writing well done poetry is difficult. I bet you'd be really disappointed if you read any of my attempts to make a novel. I doubt that. Maybe we could read your work sometime together. If you really want to, maybe one day. A smile tugs on the corner of Yuri's lip. Anyway, how about the book I just bought? Let's see what it's like. Yay, let's. Yuri and I read the book for a few hours, stopping halfway through. What do you think of it? My impression is hard to judge without having read the full story, but I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, I'm not an expert on what good horror is like, but I had fun reading it. I think the Lovecraft guy had a dark mind. It was pretty creepy, which I guess fits considering the genre, but this has kind of been a new experience to me. Having you right next to me made it a lot more comfortable, though. Your cheeks quickly reddened. Thank you. We should read the rest of this summer. I wish we could be here together for longer, but I guess this is how it is. Yeah, sadly so. We hold hands together as we leave the store. As we walk, I notice a certain someone on the sidewalk. That guy. He's from my school, isn't he? The one who warned me off. I stop to look at him. He spots us. A small smirk spreads across his face as we simultaneously recognize one another. Frisk? I look away and begin walking again. Sorry, it's nothing. Yeah, it makes sense to see him around town every once in a while, I think. Why did this feel so ominous? A premonition. Maybe the smirk? Yeah, that was sort of creepy. Not that it matters, I guess. And I wasn't supposed to talk about rumors going on with Yuri. I guess I'll have to wait for next time. It's been a week or so since my last date with Yuri. I'd planned to talk to her about the rumors I had heard about before, but couldn't muster up the courage to do so. I'm gonna have to talk to Yuri about it sooner or later, so I guess I may as well get it over with. Groggily getting out of bed, I check my phone to see a text from Yuri sent a few moments ago. Good morning, Frisk. At least Yuri still trusts me. I sort of feel bad about that. All the better to get this out in the poem. Once I'm done texting her back, I'll get ready for school and then head off. Monica and Sayuri both try greeting me, but it goes in one ear and out the other as I pace over to Yuri. Hey. Yuri turns and notices me. She quickly closes the book she's reading, a finger caught between the page she was reading as a pseudo bookmark. Hello, Frisk. I apologize for not noticing you as you came in. It's fine, don't worry about it. There was something I wanted to talk to you about, though. A vaguely nervous look crosses Yuri's face. See, there's, how do I even word this? Basically, I'm a stuttering mess right now. Take your time, Frisk. I managed to blurt out what's on my mind. There's been rumors about us. What? Way to go. This guy, who's one of my classmates, he came up to me. He said something about there being incidents involving you and that I shouldn't get caught up with you. I know it's not true. Yeah, it's definitely not true, but what are we gonna do, Yuri? I know how rumors go. They keep getting worse and worse until, a melancholic look passes over her face. Yuri? This was a bad idea from the start, wasn't it? I knew that all I would do is cause problems for you. I'm sorry, Frisk. This was all a mistake. I noticed Monica hesitantly coming over. Is everything okay over here? I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but perhaps you want to do this outside the club room? I mean, you don't have to take my suggestion, but are you alright? We're fine, Monica. Just please let us figure this out ourselves. Monica nods silently, going back and guiding Natsuki and Sayuri to the far side of the classroom. Frisk, Look, Yuri, the rumors don't seem to have gotten too bad. If they did, we'd probably be hearing more of them, right? Not necessarily true, but it's what I'm going with for now. First, we need to calm down. How about we just go someplace after school? Yuri still seems frightened. Are you sure? Yeah, it'll be a great way to take our minds off all this. We'll go to a park or something. That sounds fun, right? I say that, but I think I am just as anxious as Yuri. I don't know if going on a date will work, but I have to try. Once the literature club is over, Yuri and I get up together and walk outside of school. This is a pretty nice place, huh, Yuri? I turn to Yuri, sitting next to me on a bench. Yes, this location is quite nice. It is incredibly peaceful as well. Yeah, the real highlight is getting to spend time with you, though. I motioned for Yuri to scoot closer to me. Really? Are you sure that's okay? Of course, we're on a date after all. I suppose that's true. Yuri slowly scoots closer to me as I pump my arm around her. This is great, isn't it? Or at least good, if nothing else. Yeah, this is nice, I'll admit it. That's what I thought. I feel kind of bad if I didn't pick the spot out for our first date, but whatever. The fact that you're still considerate enough to feel remorse for even small things like that, my feelings for you keep growing stronger, Frisk. After saying that, Yuri quickly scoots away. Whoa, you okay, Yuri? That was too forward for me, wasn't it? You must think I'm trying to take things too quickly. I'm so sorry, Frisk. Not at all, Yuri. I'm perfectly fine with it. I find it romantic, actually. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Yuri scoots back by a little. Thank you for not getting upset, Frisk. I know you know those rumors are false, right? You said you do, but I wouldn't fault you for being mistaken. No rumor is ever gonna change how I feel about you, Yuri. Even though I'm not totally sure what those people have in mind. I know it's not true. I love you, Yuri. That's all that matters. Thank you, Frisk. The day slowly progresses as Yuri and I sit idling in the park. We sometimes talk to each other throughout it, but for the most part, we're just enjoying the tranquil silence and one another. It's barely inches away from each other, closer and closer. Boom! Damn it! What? It's not supposed to rain until tomorrow. The mood is ruined as the sky split open in a fit of thunder, dousing us in rain. I take Yuri's hand to make a break for it, pulling her through the street. We manage to find some shelter, even if it's not much. I should have tried sooner. I'm sorry, Frisk. No, it's fine. It's just not something I expected. The rain pours harder. We could spend more time at your house. Only if you want to, of course. Yuri's flustered, but I understand what she's saying nonetheless. We can go back to my house, sure. Yuri makes her way over to the living room couch and sits down as we proceed to sit down next to her. The couch will end up wet, but it's not something I really care about. Enough to worry about right now. Are you sure? That looks like a nice couch. Where the outside's wet, but the inside is still warm. Are you sure? Yeah, that's why I'm giving it to you. I see. Thank you, Frisk. I can't let my girlfriend freeze to death, can I? Isn't the sound of the rain incredible? I don't know if I put too much thought into appreciating it, but it's kind of nice in a way. The magnificence of the constant droplets accompanied with the thrashing sound of lightning is truly beautiful. You must be cold too, Frisk. Why don't we warm each other up? You may hate me later for doing this, but I want to at least give it a try. I mean, sure, I've got no complaints about it. I wrap my arms around Yuri as well. Things are definitely heating up in some sense, at least. Pockets vibrate with a notification. On instinct, I take my phone out to see that a new email has been sent to me. Frisk, it's nothing, just an email. I'll read it as quickly as I can. But as I scan this email, something is very, very wrong. Subject, freak alert. Wait, what? You guys know how much of a freak Yuri is, right? I mean, we've all seen the... Oh, God. So, right, she's a loser. Whatever. I mean, every school has its freaks. You know what's even more messed up? She's dating Frisk. Yep. You heard right, folks. Someone in the school was either desperate enough or just as much of a freak to take fucking Yuri. No. Please don't. But really, can you even guess what absolute horrifying crap they do? I bet they both get turned. Nah. Is this even legal? Probably not. But let's be real. Do they care? It's just really funny, but it's also absolutely disgustingly awful. Why can't I stop reading this? Why can't this all be a bad dream? And you know what? I can see it now. Once they're. Well, I won't finish that sentence, but you know what they do. I'd be willing to place bets. The truth's out there, folks. Matter of fact, I'll be willing to place bets on what Yuri's other fetishes are too. Was probably something super gross. Piss. I mean, it looked like there was a piss stain on her note, but like, I don't know. I'd expect nothing less from her. I wonder what Frisk's fetishes are, though. Think they are better or worse? You know, in a way, I'm happy to find out all this. You guys know what it's like to feel bad about yourself, right? But knowing that freaks like these exist, it makes me feel a little better about myself, honestly. I hope you make it out. I hope it makes all of you better, too, for not being human garbage. So yeah, I was just warning everyone. Long story short, stay away from Yuri and Frisk. They're probably going slicking up. Oh, yeah. I look, and of course, this message got sent to my whole school. Why would it have been anything else? It's just natural progression of the rumors I thought were beneath me, beneath us. Frisk, here I am now. What do? Did the messages get sent to Yuri too? If the messages did get sent to Yuri, what the hell am I supposed to do about it? What the hell can I do about it? I feel like puking. Screw this. I get another notification. It's the second email. Subject: What's up, Frico? It's from that asshole who sent the mass email. Of course, this message is addressed to me specifically. Hey Frisk, I hadn't planned on calling you out by your name, but I think the students of our school need to know the what's what when it comes to you. I hope you like the new nickname either way. But seriously, how are you doing? I bet you and your girlfriend. Yep. I'm sorry. I mean, sorry if I'm interrupting anything, if that's what's happening. Anyway, I was saying your girlfriend didn't get a notification for the email, right? I didn't send it to her, but I'm going to shortly after sending this. So each sentence I read feels like a physical blow. I doesn't. I bet you're freaking out, huh? But hey, you freak us out too, so it's basically karma. I drafted this email earlier today. Just thinking of the face I know you have right now. Now, you may think I'm doing this to get something out of you, but it's really, that's not like it. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep everyone safe. I know for a fact that sickos like you and Yuri can't be trusted. I mean, we've been down this road before with just Yuri, but another guy too. I'm only doing what's right. You get that, yeah? But that's enough of me. By the time you finish reading this message, you're gonna hear a wonderful little jingle on your girlfriend's phone. I wonder what that jingle's gonna play for her. What will her notification contain? I think you already got a good guess what it is, though, unless you really are that stupid, which wouldn't surprise me, but whatever. The real question is, how will you react? Okay, I'm done now. Later, Freako, and please take a shower, would you? Thanks. My insides tie up like a knot as I hear Yuri's phone vibrate. It seems I have a notification as well. Alright, I left for like an hour, but I'm back. Okay, so let's keep going. Seems like I have a notification as well. I don't have time to decide whether or not this is a good decision, but I rush to grab the phone from Yuri before she can turn on the screen. Yuri's confused, but I hardly pay attention to that as I go quickly as I can delete the email she just got. Friendly message from the student body, right? Frisk, what are you doing with my phone? A few swipes and it's gone. As if it never existed. As if. Now I just need to come up with an excuse. Sorry, it was spam email. I got one with the same title just a minute ago. So I thought that you had been sent the same one. It seems my hunch was right, though, too. Yuri looks skeptical. Really? Yes, really. I promise, Yuri. It's nothing to worry about. You're absolutely sure? I am. I've already messed up. I'm already gonna face the consequences of this soon enough. Frisk. It was nothing important. Plus, if I seriously wanted to pull something with your phone, it would have taken me longer than 3 seconds to do so. You're acting suspicious, Frisk. I think even you realize that. Let's just move on, okay? There's nothing to get worked up over, so why should we waste any time doing so? Now that but I know I can't do that. I know it's not going to be the same after reading that email. I don't think anything will be the same after reading that email. So far, Yuri hasn't figured out anything about the chain email that's already spread across the school, but it's only a matter of time. I want to expunge this before Yuri ever catches on. I don't think I can, but I have to try. I couldn't stand to see her face if she realizes I know exactly how that conversation will go down. My phone buzzes with a text. Yuri. I didn't see you in our usual place. Are you going to school today? I did rush to school today, when I think about it. I slide down into my seat, tapping out a brief response. Yeah, I need to take care of some business with the teacher before class, sorry. Alright, I love you, Frisk. I stuff the phone back into my pocket and exhale softly. I have my plan. Find the source of the email first off. And if my instincts are anything to go on, I know just where to start. Hey. Talking to the guy who warned me about Yuri seems like he could give me a clue or two. The boy seems surprised for a second before he adopts a neutral expression, throwing up a hand. Yo, Frisk. Hello. The conversation, if it could even be called that, stalled on the ground. He probably knows I'm suspicious. Now he's waiting on me to make the first move. I frown. Have you gotten any strange emails recently? He blinks, then shakes his head. Nothing out of the ordinary, my man. Finishing with a shrug, he plays it off, so while I doubt my first instinct that it was him. Doubts begin to creep up as I nod quietly, heading to my classroom. Did anyone else get the email, or was it just to threaten us, to make us think that everyone got the email when they didn't? After all, there could always be others. I was running around essentially with blinkers on all sides. I could have missed something, something obvious. But who else was following but him to swing this? Well, there goes my half day. I raised my hand from the teacher's desk, having previously just been napping away from the class. History is the next class, so I should get my stuff for that. I decide to gather information in the afternoon. I'll be skipping to go to the literature club, but I argue it's for a good cause. The back door of the classroom slides open, and he steps back inside, following by a group of his cronies. I try not to be too judgmental. I'm failing. It wasn't all me, actually. Oh, well, of course not. But the other guys didn't get. But didn't the other guy get on your case? You told us he did, at least. He shrugs, the same dismissive, contemptuous shrug. I mean, I did try to warn him, didn't I? This is just a fun idea I had, you know? Been a while since I've seen a good chain email go around. Alright, so it did go around. Fuck my ass. Oh, that's true, that's true. Who knows? Maybe he's into that. What do they call it anyway? I think it's just. Well, yeah, how do you know that about that, huh? Another boy snorts. Probably it was just going after school with some low self-esteem for the easy win. Fuming, I stand up, stalking over the huddled mass of boys. Only the blonde one, the one who started this mess, even bothers looking up. He looks at me and his face shifts into some midpoint of confusion and humor. Yo, Frisk, how's you holding up? I'm not gonna listen any longer. So then you punched him. Yeah! Oh, okay, okay. The blonde guy snorts, folding his arms. He got the principal. Wait, what? Did the blonde guy punch me or did I punch him? I don't know. He's got the principal on his side, which means anything I say is irrelevant. I did start it, though, so it's only to be expected. I nod quietly. More than once, I should add. According to the eyewitnesses, it looked like you were trying to. Damn. I frowned, staring the knot of his tie. I'm not apologizing. The stout principal sighs as he takes off his glasses, lacing his fingers together. I can't act about a hearsay, but starting a fight is a serious offense. As for you, the principal looks at the boy and continues speaking. You may go. Have a nurse look at you if you needed. I take some small satisfaction in seeing him wince off as he tries to nod. It's childish, but I'll take what I can. Frisk. Oh joy. What? Oh joy. Did he say oh joy? Oh joy. Oh. I thought he said oh boy. Oh my bad. I'm giving you a 2-day suspension. You will need to gather your things and call your family. I don't even think Frisk has a family, if I'm going to be completely honest. I give a rag sigh, nodding back. Yes, sir. And try to keep your temper in check for the next time. I bite in the inside of my cheek, stifling a response. Instead, I turn on a heel and walk out. That went as well as could be expected, really. I stare up from my bed. My phone is buzzing nonstop for about 5 minutes. No doubt Sayori is trying to check in, texting in class. I should scold her. I appreciate the concern, but right now I just need quiet. I need to figure out how to handle this because I've done something unbelievably stupid. I got so caught up in my own anger I lost sight of what my actual goal was. I mean, maybe, if I'm lucky, the fight I started will give them something else to gossip about. But if I know anything about the student body, it'll just get tacked on as extra material to the main story. Eventually, my phone stops buzzing. I turn over to my side, curling into the sheets of my bed. So suddenly, this is way less about Yuri and more about us. Um, Sunlight filters through the bedroom window as I drag myself out of bed. It's been 2 days, right? I check the calendar on my phone. Yep, the suspension's over. The gravity of the situation sets in as I myself to stay as I will myself to stay. The situation sets in as I will myself. Alright, well, that's a typo, but it's alright. God, I actually got suspended. I never imagined. I really hurt someone, all because I checked my phone. Still nothing. Still no messages from Yuri. Maybe I should say, no, right, not anymore. I just don't know what to do. Where do I go from here? I've demolished my reputation at school. I got suspended. The other club members are probably afraid of me and Yuri. Gah! The wall gains a new dent in it. I shake my clenched fist, recoiling from the pain. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I need to go to school. I don't have time for all this. I just want things to be fixed somehow. But for now, I need to go to school. I make it outside to see Sayori ready and waiting for me. It's comforting to see that some things never change, at least. Good morning, Frisk. Morning. A weekly wave, and we start on our way to school like nothing had happened this week. It's the start of the day, and I already feel exhausted. I consider asking Sayuri about the state of the club, but I don't think I could ever brace myself for any sort of negative answer. Instead, for a while, I just trudge without a word. Sayuri eventually breaks the silence in an attempt to lift the mood. So, what's on your mind? I purse my lips as I consider how much I actually wanted to tell her. Nothing much. I lie through my teeth. It hurts to lie to Sayori like this, but worrying about Yuri and my whole situation nearly consumed me. Not to mention it's all my fault anyway. Sayori shouldn't have to worry about me even more. Sayori gives me a quizzical look, no doubt seeing right through me. Are you sure? Yeah, I reconsider what I'm doing. Sayori, she's already revealed to me some of her deeper struggles. She has had much more substantial issues, and yet she chooses to confess to me. Not only that, I was able to properly support her, and I rely on Monica helping her instead. I feel another pang of guilt, but I shake my head and try to refocus. If she can share that much with me, I can at least try share my own worries. No, actually, I've been anxious the past couple of days about Yuri and myself after my outburst. I just, I just don't know what to do, Sayori. Sayori frowns momentarily. I don't know how to speak. Before returning to a softer, more comforting smile. I wouldn't beat myself up over anything that happened, Frisk. Maybe we can figure something out at the club after. I'm sure everyone would be more than happy to help out. Right, the literature club. It's nice to know that's still continuing, at least. Thank you, sorry. That sounds nice. We're almost at school. Soon we'll have to part ways until the afternoon. My thoughts return to worrying about Yuri. She hasn't responded to me in 2 days. Will she even talk to me at the literature club? What do I even say to her when we see each other again? I haven't even thought about it yet. Am I just gonna screw everything up? Where's Yuri? These are the first words I say upon my return to the literature club. I don't even give a chance for a conversation. Everyone else, even Sayori, looks bewildered at my outburst. They all glance nervously between each other. We thought you would know. She hasn't been here since your suspension. We assumed that you. Monica trails off as she sees me in shock. I feel my stomach drop into a massive pit. It occurs to me that I neglected to actually tell Sayori that Yuri and I haven't actually been communicating. I collapse into my desk and start to feel numb. I put my head on my hands. No one has heard from Yuri in 2 days. Is she okay? Where is she? Is she... Frisk, snap out of it! I look up, bewildered to find it was Natsuki, of all people, yelling at me. Come on, man. You gonna give up that easily? I'm still too stunned by everything to form a proper response. Monica and Sayori keep quiet. Natsuki softens a bit. Sorry. I probably shouldn't have shouted. I guess I've been anxious as well. Natsuki takes a seat next to me. I know you're worried, but I don't think trying to reach her again would do anything good. It might stress her out even more on it. But is it alright to basically just wait, do nothing, and leave it all on Yuri? Oh, this will be an important choice. I can already tell this is going to be an important choice. Okay, I'll follow Natsuki's, whatever Natsuki's saying. I put my phone back in my pocket. Yeah, you're right, Natsuki, thanks. Natsuki gives a thumbs up. Just wait a day and see if things change tomorrow. That sounds good. I'm not in agreement. Thanks. Great. Wait, did you say great or thanks? Great. Okay. Monica takes the conversation ending as her cue. Okay, everyone. Perhaps a bit of an unconventional meeting, but I think it turned out fine for today. Monica comes through with her unshakable leadership once again. But I can't help what'll happen when the club's mood tomorrow if Yuri is still. It's the next day. All the members of the literature club are present. Sans Yuri. Sans Yuri? What? Sans from Undertale. I still have heard nothing from Yuri. Alright, so she's still not here. I suppose we should adjourn early today. Any objections? Still, no one can find any words. I guess that's all then. I hope everyone had a wonderful afternoon. If anyone needs anything, you're always welcome to talk to me. Natsuki pulls me aside before I can leave as well. Well, still nothing. Okay, if anything, I'm glad you didn't go after her. I think you made the right choice. A growing doubt bars my response. Natsuki notices the hang-up. Hey, I know it's hard, but you've got to have some faith, alright? She's coming back on her own before. It sucks sometimes, but all we can do is wait. We've offered her all we can, and now we have to respect how she handles things. Capiche? But what if... Now, but what? What if something happens to her? What if Natsuki cuts me off with a pointed glare? Frisk, Do you love Yuri or not? The question caught me off guard. Love. I certainly liked her, and I enjoyed the time we spent together. All the moments we've shared between us. I just wanted her to be happy, and I want to do all I can to help that happen. I do love her. Natsuki breaks into a smile and teasingly swings at my shoulder. There you go. It wasn't so hard, was it? Now you can trust her with this, right? She's strong. Yeah, I should. You're right. Thank you, Natsuki. She's just a friend of the whole club. We all care about her. Just hang in there and let us know when she comes back, alright? I know, I'm feeling some of the weight of my worries fade away. Renatsuki really is just the best character, let's be real. If you make her cry like this again, I won't let you forget it, alright? Was that threat serious? Haha, just kidding. I gotta head home now. See ya. She smiles, waves at me as she exits the classroom, leaving me alone in the club room. I certainly don't want to test if she is or not. As I take my leave of the classroom, I find Sayuri at the exit of the school, evidently waiting for me. She gives me a cheerful smile as I approach. You didn't have to. Come on. We've always walked together. Why should today be any different? I chuckle and give into a smile of my own. You're right. Thank you, Sayuri. Really. Sayuri beams her 1,000-watt grin as we start to head home. She hasn't said anything since we departed school, nor have I, but if I get the sense that if I ask, she'd be happy to talk. I make a mental note to think of a way to properly thank her at some point. The whole club really, at this point, with all that's happened, I don't know where I would be without. Sorry, thank you for everything. Even though I blew my fuse and carried all this stress, Sorry maintains her ever-present smile. Don't be too down on yourself, Frisk. We all have our low points, but we don't let them define us, right? You're still my best friend, Frisk. This won't change that. I know you're still you. Take it from me. I know it can be hard to pick yourself up at times. Don't think you have to deal with it all yourself. Your friends are there for you. Sorry, was she always like this? Or have I just been blind to her unwavering support? After all, she's confided in me. Yeah, she's always been like this, you fucking idiot. Jeez. I'm dense sometimes, aren't I? I don't think I can thank you enough, Sayuri. The whole club, honestly. Sayuri giggles. That's what friends are for, isn't it? I'll be next door if you need someone to talk to. I'll be sure to let you know if I do. We embrace and head our separate ways to our house. Oh. Okay, I skipped through a bunch of text, but I think you can read it here. I feel my pulse quicken in realization. She has a collection of you-know-what. A text. Who could... My heart skips a beat. It's Yuri. May I come over? At first, I'm not even sure I'm seeing things correctly. Is it really? I check myself of any drowsiness just to make sure. Is it really a text from Yuri asking if she can come over? My fingers start shaking as I try to type out an answer. How do I even respond to this? I mean, of course I want to see her again, but just like this day of... No, stop overthinking it. Just, yes, there. It's not long before a reply. Thank you, I'll be there soon. Soon, huh? It feels unreal. Did the past few days even happen? My shoulders jump as I realize how tense I had been. I can't help but laugh a little. Getting this worked up over a girl coming over is not even the first time. The doorbell rings. Before I get to the door, I pinch myself just in case. No, I'm not dreaming. I pull the door open. Standing before me is Yuri. It's really her. Unharmed. We fall into a mutual embrace. Seconds feel like hours. We reluctantly separate, knowing someone has to speak first. My mind is racing a mile a minute, trying to find some cohesive words. After the longest 2 days of my life, there's so much I want to say. We both stop and find ourselves smiling a little after trying to start off at the same time. After a pause, I nod to Yuri as a gesture for her to speak first. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for having me over after everything I put you through. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're okay, right? Yuri gives a quick reassuring nod. Yes, I am. Sorry for taking so long to get back to you. Again, it's fine. I'm just really glad to see you again. Yuri blushes and fidgets with her hair. Glad. Would you like to go out together tomorrow? Uh-huh. Stop stammering, damn it. Yes, of course. I'm aware. Yuri tucks her sleeve. It might be kind of weird to you. I'm sure it's a great place. The graveyard in the park. This time tomorrow. Is that alright with you? The graveyard, huh? That sounds great. First, stop lying to yourself. I can't think of a more fitting place. She leaves me with one last assurance. I'm doing better now, Frisk. Thank you for all your patience. Yeah, Natsuki was right. It's the least I owe you, Yuri. You're the one who deserves thanks for putting up with me. I vaguely remember noticing the graveyard here on previous visits, but I have never imagined it would hold such significance now. Well, I better not keep her waiting. A cool breeze rustles the trees around me, and I try to make my way to the graveyard, taking care not to disturb any of the graves. My mind is swirling with the same prospects of the meeting before me. It will be my first time. Yuri and I have gotten to talk properly since we separated 2 days ago. There's so much I want to tell her, so much I want to apologize for, so many things I want to fix. I sure hope I can do better for both myself and for Yuri. Yuri lights up as she notices my approach. She addressed me as I stand with her among the headstones. I hope this place is acceptable to you. I doubt many people enjoy spending time in a graveyard. Her trademark honestly helps set my mind at ease. It's a lovely spot. I don't mind at all. Yes, I come here when I need a quiet spot. It is very pleasant for reading or thinking. Just by standing here and taking in the surroundings, I am inclined to agree. I can imagine, peaceful, secluded, even in a calming way, perfect for contemplation. And the dead are only company that cannot judge you. I'm struck by her poignant words. She is right. After all, it makes me wonder how much she's had to put up with to come up with that. Thanks. The sudden outburst startles me. I am unable to finish my statement out of shock before Yuri follows up on our interjection. Please, Her expression softens in apology. Don't be too hard on yourself. Since we met, you provided me with so much support, and I feel like I never properly recorded that support. You stood up for me like no one has ever before. Normally, I just duck my head at all the teasing and rumors, but you tried to put a stop to them for my sake. I thought I could handle it all for a long time. I typically preferred the company of books to people. The pages that took me away from the far away lands or gripped me in thrilling stories. Yuri's voice begins to shake. The pages that don't call you a freak for having a collection as a girl. The pages that don't shun you for reading during all your free time. Yuri, when we started dating, it was a whole new experience for me. I have never been so close to someone before. I really enjoyed it, but I could not figure out how to express it. I'm sorry, Frisk. You deserve better. Someone who doesn't stumble over their words so much. Someone who won't get you caught up in bullying. Someone who could handle intimacy better. The sight of Yuri deflating pain into my heart. If only she could see how much she's worth. I decisively grasp Yuri's hands with both of mine. She looks up at me, surprised. I find a new resolve. Yuri, please don't apologize. Not once have I ever regretted spending time with you. Don't worry about the intimacy or or anything like that. It's all new to me too. That's the kind of thing we have to figure out together. At our own pace, whatever bumps and hiccups there are along the way just makes being with you makes it rewarding. And there are things that I could certainly have done better as well. I'm sorry for trying to keep secrets from you. I thought it would be best for you never see nasty things like the chain email. But now I see I was wrong. And you're much stronger than I am. Yeah, but Yuri takes on a somber expression. I should show you something. Before I can respond, Yuri begins rolling up her left sleeve on her forearm. Lay a small... Yeah, I know what comes. Is this how it ends? She just walks away. All right, so I cut out a major part, but basically I can kind of put it into perspective without what do you call it, showing you like the dark like text and everything. Basically, she's talking about her addiction, where she tries to like, well, how can I explain this? She has her wrists and she does stuff to them to feel, so she can get away from the negativity of the world. That's basically all I'm saying, alright? No, I can't let it. Yuri, wait. I call out without knowing exactly what I'm gonna say, but I'll figure something out. So Yuri already opened up about her problems with me. Then I failed as a friend. I can't afford to fail another person dear to me. I'll finally work on setting things right with my words at the time. Yuri turns back in surprise. Yuri, nothing you told me makes me want to turn away, believe me. I admire you a lot, Yuri. You should have told me. I should have told you earlier. I try to imagine myself in your position, and I don't know what I can do with what? I can do what you do. Your confession about your agapes. I gather the words appropriate for the gravity of the subject. I can't imagine that's easy to confess. And thank you for trusting and for the trust you put in me. It means a lot to me. Beyond that, just seeing the way you do things, it just makes me like you much more. In the face of harassment for your hobbies and your mannerisms, if you haven't given up, you kept your passion despite all that. You could have tried acting different or finding new interests, but you didn't. Do you remember the festival? I remember standing around like some kind of moron. It was you that asked me to hold your hand. You had the courage to approach me like that. That's why I found encouragement. You have bravery that I don't. Your voice begins to quiver. You really mean all that? Even with your trails off, I draw a bit closer. I do. I love reading with you, sharing poems with you, spending time with you. It makes me really happy seeing you enjoy yourself, you know? And hey, who cares what others think? Well, why? Why? Why do you, how do you enjoy my company so much? I feel my heartbeat quicken. I know how I feel now. Well, it's because I love you, Yuri. Tears begin to cloud Yuri's eyes. But I offer an embrace to Yuri. She accepts. Oh, custom artwork though. It sounds like the tears are in full force. Hearing her cry like this, I'm having a hard time keeping my own composure, but I have to try. Aren't I just a freak? I don't even know if I deserve something like this. Yuri, that's nonsense. I'm an obsessive freak who I'm too weak to stop despite how badly I keep trying to. Not only that, but I know I don't know how to express myself to people without weirding them out. Like I broke up with you even though you were so nice to me. I didn't talk to you or anyone for days. How? Hearing Yuri like this stings. The words from Natsuki and Sayuri come back to me. Now more than ever, I want to say the right thing. I don't quite know how I managed to articulate everything in this situation, but Yuri, I just told you how, didn't I? We all have our highs and we all have our lows. The lowest points can feel awful, but they don't define us. They are just points. We have to work on making it past them. That's what Sayori told us. I realized when you broke up with me, it was because you didn't want me getting hurt by associating with you, but you didn't have to do that, alright? Just being with you, it makes the world of any harasser meaningless. Please, it's okay to think of yourself at times. But I know you can keep yourself going, but you don't have to bear it all yourself. I don't want to force support on you or anything, but I should have said this earlier, and I apologize. You've been there for me, and now it's my turn to be here for you. If you're feeling down or troubled, I'm here, even if you want someone to talk to or someone to lean on. But just whenever you feel like you need it, I'm here. Chris, Yuri hugs me tighter, words come out through sobs. Even though I don't want to hurt myself anymore or cause worries for others. Hearing Yuri like this makes it so hard to hold back my tears. Yeah, even then, and you know, that's why we have other people we can rely on, right? I have my own problems too. I've lashed out at people and I think it wouldn't hurt getting more direction in my life either. But we don't have to tackle everything together. We can help each other out, gradually. We can work on together on these things, right? And beyond that, I'm sure there are others who will listen to us. Should we need it, we can go one day at a time. Yuri, if you still have me, I won't give up on you. If you need anyone, I want to be the support that I failed to offer before because you already helped me. I want to be there for you. A breeze blows. We stand there together. The silent moments only punctuated by the occasional sob. Thank you, Frisk. Thank you. I feel a wetness on my cheek. At first, I think it's Yuri's tears, but no. It's my own tears I feel rolling down my face. Here we are, two high schoolers crying out over our emotions in a graveyard, trying to figure things out. I bring my arm to my face and attempt to wipe away the tears when I'm surprised by an interruption. It's alright to cry, Frisk. This is a moment that warrants such. Is it not? I smile at her logic and quietly agree between sobs. Thus we stand together for a moment longer. Eventually, we regain our composure and break from the hug. For a moment, we just look at each other, mutually unsure of what to say next. One day at a time, I like the sound of that. Yeah. If we could be together again, like the things were, that would make me really happy, and I promise I'll communicate with you more should something arise. And I'll stick to my proper application. Just I don't think I'm ready to tell the rest of the club about it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I roll around the idea in my head a bit to ensure it sounds right. If needed, we can seek a professional. Is that alright? Yuri ponders for a second before nodding in agreement. Yeah, that's alright. I'll work on controlling myself better, as always, and being a better listener. Yuri nods and smiles encouragingly. So, pick up where we left off then? Yes, that sounds wonderful. We stand once more. Even though we both agreed to it, it seems we weren't exactly sure to pick things back up. We take a step closer tentatively, and then another step. We're close. I can feel her breath on me. My heartbeat accelerates it once again. We both lean in closer. I close my eyes in anticipation. Our lips gingerly meet. It was only for a second, but it was like time had stopped for that 1 second. We had kissed. I leaned back, opened my eyes, and realized we were both grinning like idiots. Maybe things would be alright after that. We began walking out of the graveyard. Oh, I'm Frisk. I pulled for Yuri's inquiry. What is it? I appreciate how you stood up for me at school and all, but I just do not wish for another confrontation like that. Should that boy taunt us again, I would prefer a non-violent response, is all. I think it would be better for us overall. The thought of just seeing that smug mouth breather again irks me, but Yuri's right. Yeah, sure thing. The school day had ended, and for the first time in a while, every member of the literature club is present. It's a scene I sorely missed. There was much celebration upon Yuri's return. A hole in the club was finally restored. And just like that, the club resumes its activities. It almost felt like nothing had really happened. Like the past few weeks were just an empty gap in time. Everything feels right again. Thank you for sharing your poems, everyone. Another successful meeting for the literature club. I'm looking forward to seeing what you all will prepare for tomorrow. As usual, Monika's leadership keeps the club running smoothly. Natsuki and Sayori soon make their leave. I catch Natsuki's eyes as she heads out. She nods and smiles at me, which I hope means, looks like you did alright. I'm about to ask Yuri if she wants to leave, and when I remember, I still want to know something. Hey Monika, On the day of the festival, I recall that you basically set me up on Yuri. Monika taps her chin in a mocking, thinking gesture. Oh, did I now? I guess you could spin it like that. Why, are you not happy about it? No, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate it. I just scratch my head. I just want to know why, I guess. Monika puts her trademark grin without skipping a beat. Well, we all didn't need a little push from our friends once in a while, don't we? I noticed Yuri trying to hide a sheepish grin. Yes, I guess we do now. Thank you, Monika. Don't mention it. I'm just always looking out for my club members, that's all. Monika soon departs, leaving Yuri and I as the only ones remaining in the club. It's nice being back in the club. I'm saving just in case. Well, it's sure nice having you back. Everyone missed you. A frown of doubt flickers on Yuri's face. I caused all sorts of worry, didn't I? I put my hand on Yuri's shoulder. No one's gonna hold a grudge against you, Yuri. Things happen, and everyone understands you taking some time for yourself. We're all just really glad to see you here again, me especially. Yuri's smile is thankfully restored. I'm fortunate to have such wonderful friends in my life, then. And I say we're equally as lucky to have you. Well, I must be the most fortunate to have a boyfriend like you. Damn, she got me this time. I am left grinning like an idiot without a response. Yuri laughed softly, knowing she got the upper hand on me there. I make a mental note to myself to get back at her at some point. For a moment, there is silence. Not an awkward silence, but rather comfortable. Just a short time to appreciate each other's company. It's nice. Unfortunately, I figured that I need to break it at some point. Say, wanna go to the bookstore later this week? I heard there's new releases I think we both like. I would love it. I will let you know when I'm available. I don't know if the novelty of growing up with Yuri will ever wear off, but it's a nice feeling. Great, see you then. Our lips meet in a brief goodbye kiss. I bid Yuri farewell and make my way out of the clubroom then. Suddenly I'm cut off by a fist banging on the door, followed by a student blocking the doorway. A pit forms in my stomach as I realize it's the blonde kitten that I had punched before. I never saw his face again. If I never saw his face again, it would be too soon. Why is he here now? Sup, lover boy? I look back at Yuri. Her eyes widen in alarm, but she says nothing. I turn back to my harasser. I realize from some murmurs outside that he's probably brought some posé with him. What do you want? He snorts. Huh? What I want, indeed. Well, since you so lovingly gave me this gift last time. He points to a fading welt where my punch landed. I just thought I'd return the favor in some way. I was already suspended. While it got off scot-free for your email stun. What do you want? Well, I was just having a little harmless fun with my pals. When you had to go and make it personal. He cracks his knuckle. Your little sucker punch got me good last time. Had to get the principal involved because you got the drop on me. But now, his face twists into sneer. It can just be the two of us. Manu ye, manu wai, mano. Mano wai, mano? What? I've never heard that term in my life. You agree it'll become more fair if we're both ready from the start. Given the groups outside the classroom, I'm doubtful of his claim that he'll live up to his word. Of course, if you don't want to face me properly, you can just go. I tilt my head while wearing a confused scowl. Come again. Yeah, you two lovebugs are free to just waltz on out there if you'd prefer. Of course, we've got hot new round of emails to send out. I can feel my blood beginning to boil in anger. I clench my fists unconsciously. A blow to the head might knock it out of me, though. At the statement, another student steps behind him. I notice he's holding a phone in front of them, probably filming us. I bet the principal will love to see that even. I'm even feeling charitable today. It might feel like giving up on the emails without a fight. If you beg and grovel on the ground in front of me anyway, then I might be so inclined to just forget this all happened. Wouldn't that be nice? He got me backed into a corner here. His snide grin only grows wider as he sees me mentally wrestle with my options. I look back at Yuri again. She's shaking, eyes widen. I think back to what she asked me this weekend. Use my words, huh? How effective would that be, though? Here, though. If we walk out, Yuri gets more ugly emails spread about her. I don't think I could bear to see more abuse aimed at her. If I fight this guy, he might finally shut up. But they're recording this. I can't imagine this would fly with the principal. They'd probably edit and remove all the guys taunting too, so I'd look like an instigator. Hell, I got lucky last time. Could I even take this guy in a straight fight? He's about around my size, but I'm sure if I beg, they'd film that and spread that around too. Damn it, what do I do? These words. No, I won't let him get to me. Yuri's right. Not to mention, I told her I wouldn't snap again. I wish this bastard would just disappear, but I can't give him what he wants. I think I know what would really throw him for a loop. I take a deep breath and level my eyes with the harassers. Yeah, I'm sorry for hitting you like that before. It was wrong of me to attack you. Heh, I thought you said... Wait, what? I wave Yuri over. Come on, Yuri, these guys aren't worth our time. Let's go. I'm still angry, but I can't let these asshats get to me. Yuri quickly nods and stands by my side. I take her hand in mine and make towards the classroom exit. The blonde boy is stunned and is having trouble forming proper sentences. You really just... But huh? He visibly starts to lose his cool. That's it? That's really it, asshole? Well, I guess it is. Two of the boys' cronies try to block our way. What are you doing? Let me through. You realize I've got my own phone and I've been recording this entire conversation, right? That was a bluff, of course, but it was such a gutsy move that they seemed to believe it and ran without a word, hoping not to be associated with this, or at least didn't want to take any risks. You're bluffing, idiot, stupid moron. His blustering sounds less and less composed. You really think so? I guess you want to keep digging that grave deeper, huh? It's so hard to act tough when you're faking it. As it turns out, lucky for me, I suppose. I'll send out more emails. You said that, yeah. Even more than I had planned. You're gonna have to wade through so much shit that the rumors are gonna follow you for decades now. This is gonna last you forever, moron. You want that? The boy tries one last time to block my way. It's over, dude. I don't even care about this anymore. Just stop trying to bother us and I'll stop bothering you. You. He deflates as he realizes his threats don't hold weight anymore. His offers little resistance as I motion him to step aside. Even he seems to be getting tired of this. This isn't over. Just you wait. I don't even bother giving him a second glance as Yuri and I walk out hand in hand to the school exit. I like to imagine his mouth was hanging open in shock. Once they're all out of earshot, I check in with Yuri. Sorry, that was selfish of me, wasn't it? Now they're just gonna send out more ugly emails. I'm a bit surprised when I see Yuri smiling warmly. Now, that was the right thing to do. Thank you for listening, Frisk. I'm sure it was tempting to lash out at him. Yeah, it was, but are you sure you're alright with this? Absolutely, I believe you told me something I can do. Akin to. It doesn't really matter what they think of us or what we do, right? Yeah, sorry, I did say that, didn't I? I thought I was the only one who was working on apologizing less. I feel my face flush. You got me again. Yuri and I sit at the graveyard at the park with our newly bought books in a bag nearby. It's the end of another school week. Our first one since getting back together. Yuri delicately selects a book from the bag. How about In the Stranger's Grove? Sounds great. Yuri nods in satisfaction and we resume our familiar joined reading position. We place the book in our laps due to a lack of desk, but it otherwise works the same. We start reading together. The only sound we produce is the turning of pages at a steady pace. I lose track of time when in the tranquility. I'm so absorbed in reading that I'm startled when Yuri pipes up. Did you see the set of emails going around this week? I've been hoping this wouldn't come up. I just wanted an afternoon to relax with Yuri and forgot about the school trouble, but I guess this was unavoidable. Ah, yes. Guess the guy kept his word, huh? Yuri nods, bearing a neutral expression. Yes, he did. The slightest grin forms on Yuri's face. Although it was slightly amusing to see what he came up with about us. I mentally review what his newest round of emails contained. Yes, guess he was more desperate this time. Man, if people believed this stuff. I shake my head, knowing full well some people certainly still would. Do the emails bother you at all? She pauses to consider a response. Do they bother you? Hey, you can't just turn the question like that. Never mind. I sigh as I plan out my own response. They still kind of do, if we're being honest, that someone is trying so hard to just put us down. But I've got you as well, so as the rest of the literature club, I think I'll manage. We don't need to be scared of the words of a hothead and his lackeys. Yuri leans in closer. I'll manage too then. I put an arm around Yuri, who matches my mood. It's less convenient for reading, but I think we both prefer this position. We resume reading, the piece returning to what it was before. I notice that Yuri's left sleeve has fallen back enough. Yep. Yuri notices as well, but doesn't pull her sleeve back up. She keeps them visible as she speaks once again. I think I'm gonna start looking for a therapist. She faces me with quiet confidence. I'm ready now. I am surprised, but mostly relieved. Yeah, that's great. Do you need any help looking for one, or I'll let you know if I do. Thank you. Of course. I can see Yuri's already becoming more sure of herself. Spending time with her like this, it reminds me of how thankful I am that I can be with her. It's hard to put the books down, but we eventually reach a stopping point. Yuri puts the book back in the bag and we stand up. Shall we be off? Yeah. We join hands and exit the graveyard. New books in the tow. Yuri told me that I should be the one to take them home. I had a good day today, Yuri. Book shopping, reading here, it was real nice. Yuri smiles warmly. I'm glad you enjoyed it today too. We should do this again sometime. Absolutely. An idea comes to mind. I'll get her this time. You know, Yuri, I'm lucky to have you in my life. Yuri blushes at the surprise compliment. Well, I'm even luckier to have you. I expected something like this, but a warmness spreading across my face betrays me. We're left goofily smiling at each other as we walk together. I guess this one's a draw. And that's the end? Is it? The school year goes on. Oh, never mind, it's not. I feel like a full-blown member of the literature club now, and all the more with Yuri at my side. Yuri continues to grow and stay true to herself. Any public opinion, be damned. I too can say I'm doing better for myself. I've kept my outbursts under control. I can say with confidence I found a place where I belong. We've never directly confronted the bullies group again. They stick to emails, among other minor things, but even that dies down. Or maybe Yuri and I just ignore more and more and it doesn't really matter. Right now we have each other and that's what's important. We continue to grow each other and overcome challenges, and we can talk to each other whether life is easy or hard. We can work and figure things out, one day at a time. That's the end. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be like way worse. What? You want me to comment on what you've done? Here's some sort of congratulations? What else is there to say? You saved Yuri, didn't you? She's getting help and has a pillar to stand on when all those nasty rumors came around. You two will run along holding hands, reading books together, the whole thing. Or so the game says anyway. Really though. What's up with all the kids at this school? Both in Sayori's right in here. Kids seem fairly vicious, don't they? Geez, what school did we enroll into that we have all these kinds of people? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter to you. After all, you're happy with Yuri. Is there anything left for me to say though? I suppose one thing. You've done what I didn't think was possible. Happiness from the literature club? Isn't that something? I can feel it. Practically pouring off of them. Part of the game, I suppose. They're all so happy. I'm a little jealous. Oh, she's crying. But it's fine. You've accomplished what you set out to do. Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki. They're all smiles inside out. So congratulations are in order. You've beaten the game. You've gone ahead and saved everyone from, well, you know what. Aren't you special? Something wrong? Why are you still here? There's nothing left for you here now. Ah. The credits aren't playing, are they? Do you miss something in your script? Maybe a branch condition didn't go off? It's fine. It happens to all of us. As far as I know, it's only you and I who can do this sort of thing. Clearly you have the upper hand on me. Well, whatever. Back to the title screen, I suppose. Oh! Alright, that was... Okay, Yuri's one was by far the shortest out of both of them. So far, Natsuki's one was the longest. Sayori's one was the second longest, being like 2 hours long. and like 30 minutes long. And then Yuri's one did not take me that long again. Well, I mean, it did not take me that long at all. I guess I did kind of rush through it, but I still experienced the entire thing. Right? So apparently there is a Monaco route, and that's like the grand finale to this mod. This mod is so far really good. So I will come back to it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and bye for now.